Yeah, let's talk about Al Haymon love the other, and he allowing Tszyu to kick off PBC's a non-pay-per-view, nothing finalized according to Michael Benson. That'll be October 19th in Orlando. Um, Member Caleb Plant was supposed to kick off PBC on Prime's first non-pay-per-view. Also gonna speak a little bit about him ducking Terrence Crawford. Um, and then we hearing some rumors about Devin Haney return. So I'm gonna spit on that for a hot second. So hopefully y'all join these improv morning streams. Um, so I ain't gonna waste no time. We did the Noah Lyles one with Anthony Edwards yesterday morning. I kind of wanted to get to a live yesterday. I just didn't. I just got tired, to be honest. So I kind of chilled out yesterday afternoon. So, and I just felt like it wasn't enough news to speak on yesterday. So, but yeah, apparently, um, Al Heyman's first non pay-per-view Prime Video fight was supposed to be the undercard of Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga. All right, now they, it's basically made that the Canelo Alvarez co-feature, which is fine. I don't really care about that card. I don't really care about not one fight on that card. Um, and that's just my humble opinion. Um, but now they're moving that to October 19th in Orlando. So I don't know what's the hot spot about Orlando. I know somebody else has had a fight in Orlando. Um, um, it might have been the top ranked card. I can't remember who it was. At the same venue, they trying to have one that was it the Caribbean or whatever. So I don't know what's so special about Orlando. Is the insurance cheaper? Is the venue cheaper? I don't really understand that. Florida don't really care shit about boxing. You know what I'm saying? Um, but nonetheless, I don't know what make Orlando the hotbed for some of these cards in 2024. But what's so funny about it is Tszyu is not even an actual PBC fighter. He's an affiliate. You know, um, and they making sure they get PBC work over their other fighters. Guys that's been down with them for years, guys that put their blind faith in Al Haymon, guys that Al Haymon allegedly owe a bunch of money to. And I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Al Haymon don't owe no Mexican shit. Most of the Mexican and the other fighters, they got their bread. You know what I'm saying? And that's unfortunate. And then you got all these guys that need work. Gary Russell, Jamal Charlo. Who haven't we seen in a long time? Uh, um, Gary Anton Russell should be coming back after a loss like that. He should be right back in the mix. Keith Thurman, is he done? Guess what? He from Florida. I guess Keith Thurman would be considered done at this point. He should announce his retirement. You know, And, they got the Pacquiao fight for Barrios possibly, but at the Pacquiao look, I don't think it's going to be too much vested interest in that. But they make sure they take care of other people. When Ryan Garcia fought, he got all his fucking money. I can't say the same, or I can't confirm or deny that Tank got all his money. You know what I'm saying? So he continues to put the other on the pedestal. He let Canelo do whatever he want to do. Canelo said, I don't want to fight Bud. I don't want to fight Benavidez. Do Al Haymon put him in the doghouse? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He just give him what he want, Edgar Berlanga, and probably pay him exactly what he want. So, and now for Tszyu to be headlining this card, and then he allowed, Plant to headline the original card. What about the other brothers that need work? What about your people, Al Haymon, that you do so dirty and you do so bad? You know what I'm saying? Tszyu is an affiliate. And maybe he did sign the Prime Video. Well, but what make him more marketable than anybody else on that roster? You know what I'm saying? And not only, do you see a guy like Fondora coming off a loss and getting a title shot, you see a guy like Tszyu, even though a lot of people feel like it's an asterisk coming off the loss, getting a fucking title shot. But when it come to Errol Spence getting a title shot, coming off a loss, it's not the same thing. You put him in the position to come off a loss the type of loss he came off of, and you put him in the position to sacrifice him to Sebastian Fondor. His fans too fucking dumb to see it because they was too dumb they was too dumb to believe the truth when he said he didn't want to fight Bud. I was taking the easy route and all that type of stuff. So just look. And everybody want to demonize, Bob Arum, or they want to demonize people like Trump and shit like that. But people can't look at situations with clarity. Just because somebody look like you today, and they don't get the benefit of the doubt. I hate to say that about black people, but they don't get the benefit of the doubt. Al Haymon definitely don't. Out of all the brothers that need work, all the brothers that could have headlined that card, why Tszyu get to headline that card? And I understand it's a world title fight and all that type of stuff, but they pull these strings for him. Like he this big star and he moving tickets. Man, that dude did less than 10,000 pay-per-view buys versus Sebastian Fondor. And it was gonna be and it was gonna be the exact same thing. No, come on. Miles. Hold on. What'd I say? Come on. You was so disrespectful, bro. But it's gonna be the exact same thing with Keith Thurman. Nobody care about that shit. So we ain't talking about we putting the guy on a pedestal that's a known ticket seller. They be putting all this effort into pushing these non-black fighters, just like Bob Arum, put all that effort into Lomachenko. Al putting all that effort into come on. He putting all that effort into Tszyu. And then nobody talking about him. Before that, he was gonna put Caleb Plant versus Macumbi, whatever his name is, as the main event. Why? Cause he slapped the nigga too. That's a 100 salute. That's what I be fucking talking about. Y'all, they be so out here like Al Haymon so black. We pledge allegiance to Al, and Al ain't done right by a nigga, bro. He ain't did nothing but take money from his fighters, allegedly. Come on, man. Come on. He ain't did nothing but take money from his fighters. And now Tszyu get to be the main event, to me, which is wild. Coming off a loss. And I like Tszyu, and y'all know that. I like Tszyu. But when he dug Bud, he missed me with that. And I was the first person reporting that he dug Bud. I was the first person reporting that. So like I told y'all, man, they don't, well, Haymon never came out and said, and you don't have to say nothing. You can just watch how these people move. Come on. Miles. Come on. It's no different than how him and Bob move. It's no different. No different. Come on, man. It's no different. So, for him to, come over here, and then for the most part, for him to come over here and already be in a position to be pushed like a star, and he ain't get none of his other fighters that same push, you just ask and wonder, why is Al Haymon even signing black fighters? He's sacrificing them. He's sabotaging them. Allegedly not paying a lot of them. He owe a lot of them niggas money. But all the others get their money up front. It ain't just no Canelo thing. Ain't an other non-black fighter waiting on their money. Ain't nobody waiting on their money but them. And now, he putting these dudes in a position, come here, to be successful. So it is what it is. And Miles, this nigga be gone, bro. Like he be locked up in the cage all day. Hold on, man. Oh, there you go. But Yeah, then you got it's a rumor that Tszyu got 3 fights lined up already. So so for the most part, he got 3 fights lined up already, right? He got the October 19th fight versus in Orlando versus Background Montevelli, whatever you pronounce his name is. Backgammon, that's what we gonna call that ninja. Then he supposed to be fighting Lubin, then the Fondor rematch. So that lets you already know when this promoter came out and said, well, Crawford got to go through us to be king at 154. When a nigga say something like that, that means that they ain't fighting you no time soon. So he got 3 predetermined fights already. So he not trying to get in the ring. He could have fought Bud at 154 pounds in March. They said they basically told him, don't fight Bud. We'll give you Keith. We'll give you the Earl Spence, Keith and Earl Spence next. That's why in that press conference before that Fondora fight, jumped in front of Thurman. That's why he was talking about fighting Earl, fighting Earl, fighting Earl. These niggas was in a rush to fight a motherfucker who just got his ass whooped, not the one that whooped his ass. Earl ain't no big star, and when they look at their check, they gonna find that out. And Kambosos found that out about Lomachenko when he went to Australia, and he took the upside instead of the hard guarantee, and he left with nothing but like 100 racks because he had to pay Peter Kahn, and them fight didn't make no money. See, the media lied to you. Oh, Lomachenko's a star, Earl a star. You niggas start looking at y'all check, and you a Lotto's dud instead of a Lotto stud. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So that's what he did. He said that's why Turkey Al Sheik basically was like, I ain't fucking with Tszyu. Let him do it his own way. It ain't Tszyu's own way. It's you go to Jersey Mike's, you get your sandwich made the Jersey way, the Jersey Mike's way. It's the Al way. Al is trying to block out Bud. So he throw 3 fights. He said, well, Tszyu, you gonna do this, that, and the third. And who knows when Fondor next fight gonna be. If he waiting on Spence or whoever he waiting on, who knows when that's gonna be. He talking about it didn't make no sense to fight Tszyu, to beat Tszyu in March and then come back in June and fight Bud. But it makes sense to fight Tszyu and beat Tszyu in March and not possibly come back until 2025. You stupid motherfucker. What are you talking about? How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense waiting until 2025? And then he can't tell you a date. He can't tell you an opponent. He don't know. When you could have a fight lined up in June, you could have a fight lined up in November, December, and you listening to these people and you ain't got no work. What are you saying? What are you saying? He said PVC definitely bad. Been a Tszyu Doug Bud for sure. Lost respect for him. They looking real stupid trying to fight Spence instead of the guy who beat exactly. I can see if Spence was like a Manny Pacquiao or Canelo Alvarez. He not that. He not no draw. I keep not like that. And at least behind Bud, you got the Turkey Al Sheik money. Ain't nothing behind Spence, so we could fight at Cowboy Stadium. Man, Jerry don't want that nigga there after he got beat like that. That's just what it is. And all of a sudden, he got this 3 fight run already done. That tell you already what type of person he is. Well, you can fight Bud and fight for 2 belts and put yourself in position for a 3rd belt. That lets you know what type of motherfucker Fondor is. You get an opportunity, and then you give up one of your belts. Like Bud ain't in position to get the WBC too. That lets you know what type of character these fighters got. They don't. Can't no man really talk you into nothing. Especially somebody like Al Haymon who allegedly a fucking crook. He can't talk you into nothing. Go do what you want to do. Why not go test yourself? Why not go fight for 2 belts? Why hoard? Why sit there and wait a whole nother year to come back when you can fight a dude right now and make some money? And what's so funny is a lot of these boxing fans have adopted that mindset when they trying to argue. Stop. They trying to argue that mindset. Well, less is better. No, it's not. How can you master something without actually doing it? And sparring is not the true mastery of boxing. Fighting, actually getting in the square circle and fighting is the true mastery of fighting. Why was Sugar Ray Robinson so good? Motherfucker had over 100-something fights. Mastery. And you think a motherfucker with 20 fights 30 fights can fuck with Sugar Ray Robinson? Absolutely not. It's called mastery. It's called, man, Bud will smoke the fuck out of Tszyu, James. You know it. Tszyu's the one that ducked Bud. Let's not get it twisted. Bud will knock Tszyu out. And Tszyu knew it. And if Tszyu felt like Bud was easy work, he would just fight him. You get 2 belts. Don't give me that, well, you know, I'll get this belt first and then we can unify it for undisputed. Nah. You can get this work right now. If you're going to be undisputed, that's your destiny. It's going to happen regardless of what order you get the belts in. It's going to happen. And he still want to believe Al Haymon. Let's talk about how stupid he is. And Tszyu, you still believing in working with Al Haymon after he promised you a handshake agreement in a rematch with Sebastian Fondor, and they reneged on your ass. They told you no rematch. So instead of them keeping their word, they basically allegedly paid for him to be the IBF champion. Let's keep it funky with it. You doing business with a crook. If No Limit Promotions really had juice, they wouldn't need to stand next to Al Haymon. But yeah, Tszyu can't fuck with Bud. You know it. What does he do better? Nothing. He don't even hit harder than Bud. He don't have longer reach than Bud. He don't have boxing skills like Bud. He ain't got a jab like Bud. He ain't got defense like Bud. He ain't got footwork like Bud. The only thing we know he got is heart, because he could fight with a cut on his face. That's it. Bud will pick Tszyu apart. That'll be the easiest fight Bud ever had. He too basic. He too robotic. He too slow. And he square up too much too. And I like Tszyu. He did good versus Fondor. He got a good hook. But boy, him fighting Charlo, yeah, he had a better chance at beating Charlo. Him fighting Errol Spence, he had a better chance at beating Errol Spence. But Bud, a totally different animal. And we all know it. Younger don't necessarily mean better. Especially in this generation. These dudes got a lot of holes. Experience count for something. Why do you think Pacquiao beat Thurman? It was experience. Why do you think Bernard still was going around whooping ass? Like Kelly Pavlik and all these guys. It's called experience. Bud got experience. He got speed. And you can call him old, but he's still faster than Tszyu. Hand speed and foot speed, by far. By far. So you can say whatever you want to say about it, but he still, come on. He still got an athletic advantage. But, who knows? Bud can get old overnight. Who knows? Tszyu, that cut can affect him for the rest of his life. Who knows? And I guarantee you, he going to try to throw Virgil Ortiz in front of on that list too. Miles, come on, man. Come on. He want to take all. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's what you get. I guarantee you, he gonna try to throw throw Virgil Ortiz in front of him on that list too. But it seemed like, Virgil Ortiz might have to walk the plank and fight Bud. And he should. If you lose, you can come back again. Fernando Vargas kept getting beat up. He kept coming back and getting beat up and beat up. He made some money. But yeah, Tszyu, like I said before, they gonna throw Virgil on that list too. Mark my words. It might be a mandatory or two on there from the IBF. If he accumulate another belt, they gonna do everything they do to stop Bud from getting undisputed in 3 weight classes. And that's the biggest thing about this generation. It's the politics. Double tap the screen and like the video. Tszyu would have flogged Madrimov. He didn't flog Sebastian Fondor. He didn't flog Brian Mendoza. He didn't knock out Mendoza. And he didn't knock out Sebastian Fondor. So I don't know what you're speaking on. He didn't knock them out. That's what we can say. He didn't. Did he drop? I think he might have dropped Mendoza. He ain't stop him. He didn't stop Sebastian Fondor. He might have been on his way to doing so. That we can agree on. But he didn't do so. Ortiz already lost him. He did, and his daddy said no rematch. He on Twitter talking about using box rec. Nigga, we don't use not box rec, but what you call that shit? Copy box or punch stats, whatever they call it on the zone. We don't use that shit. Punch stats is somebody at the crib telling you what landed and didn't land. That's all it is. It's a human's opinion. Punch stat is inaccurate because it's a human opinion. There's nothing scientific around it. And on top of that, it doesn't tell you how effective the punches were. It doesn't tell you. If he hit you with a jab, okay, it was just a rangefinder jab, or hit you with a power jab. It don't tell you the impact or, the damage that the particular punch done. It don't tell you that. It don't tell you that. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But like I said before, these people want to defend guys who don't want to fight, who want to hold up dudes' career. That's what Al Haymon did. And if you don't believe me, what about when Bud was about to fight Madrimov and he tried to get Jermell Charlo to come back and be the WBA champion again? And they was like, hell no. He trying to stop this man from greatness, bro. But he allowed Canelo to chase greatness over there. He allowed Manny Pacquiao to come out and chase greatness and get his paper up over there. Al Haymon don't like his own people. I'm telling you. He ain't got to say a word. He let Sam Watson lose some businesses. I heard, when he allegedly, and then he over there letting his people starve and shit. He letting his people starve. He ain't even paying niggas like that over there. Everybody that's dealing with Al, even when they was getting money, he was just allegedly giving them enough money just to keep coming back. He don't even take care of his people like that, bro. This is shit you don't know. How many small time promoters they done fucked over? This is real shit. Miles, come on, man. This dude want to go all over the world. No, come on. No, come on. Yeah, how many people he fucked over? He ain't making sure them people eating like that, bro. And a lot of the people he worked for are black and they barely getting by. Even when they was getting money, he was just giving them enough money to stay loyal. You ever seen that fucking movie In Too Deep with LL Cool J based on that dude's real story from Boston? That's how he treating his people. Tim Tszyu get leverage. Tim Tszyu can have a fight right now with Bud. He can have a fight, and once Fondora gets stripped ass naked of his WBO title, he can have 2 titles and be in the position to be Fondora's mandatory. So what leverage you need? You can fight Bud, fight the #1 fighter in the world, get 2 belts, right? You can get 2 belts, and you can be in position to get the IWBC belt. What better position to be in? That's all I'm saying. They can send Virgil to get the IBF. You can, after you beat Bud, you can get Virgil, then be undisputed with Fondora. What does it matter what route you take? If you gonna win, you gonna win. Me personally, I like to get the hard shit out the way first. No Diddy. I know someone say, oh, yo! No Diddy. But that's just what it is. It's just a strategic way to age the man out and wait him out. And they played this game before. And they can continue to play this game. But they gonna lose. PBC gonna lose. It's inevitable. It's like if y'all watch that movie, The Flashpoint. Well, y'all seen the cartoon version was way better. The movie version wasn't bad though. 'Cause I rewatched it, and I know a lot of people hate Ezra Miller, and rightfully so, or don't like him. I don't want to say hate, but how the Flash, they both kept going back in time and trying to save Supergirl from dying to Zod in the alternate universe. It was the same result every time. No matter what they did different, it was meant to happen. Zod was meant to kill Supergirl every time in that universe. It doesn't matter what they try to change, what they try to do different. It was inevitable that she was gonna die to Zod. Same thing with PBC. It's inevitable what the company is going down. Come on, Miles. Come on. This dude a sniff all day. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. No. Come on. Miles. Come on. Come on. I gave you enough free reign out here, man. You taking advantage of it. Come here. I don't know what you be sniffing for. Stop moving. Dark as hell out here. Come on, man. It's inevitable. No matter how much hating they do, no matter how much they don't want to pay their black fighters, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? How much money that nigga owe y'all over there. No matter how many times he try to pedestalize Pacquiao, Canelo, Tszyu, Caleb Plant, you know what I'm saying? No matter how much he do that shit, it's all gonna end up being the same thing, a failure. And who don't even know if this dude's still alive, to be honest. They need to be asking questions. You need to be asking questions. Why you think Floyd's still fighting? Nigga, Al allegedly owe him a bunch of money. But he made sure Logan Paul got his bread. He made sure Ryan got his bread. I'm pretty sure he made sure Pacquiao and Caleb Plant got their bread. Made sure Tszyu got his bread. Are you a damn fool for signing with somebody that can't be seen in public and have a cup of coffee? Who gotta wear shades and shit? Come on. You a damn fool. Real talk. Al Haymon did them boys dirty. He did them boys dirty. Took away world championships, took away major fights for them, super fights for them. As far as financial, far as, development, stopped their development, you know, paid them not to take certain fights, had the prospects fighting once or twice a year when they should be fighting at least 4 to 5 times a year. So a lot of these fighters couldn't be the fighter that they deserve to be. Told these dudes to duck. He told these dudes to play the business game and wait till one big fight, and they all lost their big fight. Not named Tank and Ryan Garcia. They made sure Tank didn't lose to Ryan Garcia by draining Ryan Garcia. They made sure. They made sure. They made sure. So, all the other ones, Thurman, Pacquiao, Spence, Crawford, Caleb Plant, Canelo, we can go on and on and on and on again. Gary Russell, Lomachenko, whatever it was, they made sure. They made sure. None of them ever got over the hump. He said that sounds like a Netflix movie called Tszyu Yesterday. I don't know what's going on with this dog. He's trying to sniff everything the last couple of days. Animals always be tripping when you take them for a quick walk. This can turn into every morning it's a 30-minute walk and more. Come on. Because he don't like to just go out and use the bathroom. This nigga bougie. We took him on a walk to Dairy Queen yesterday. That might be a mile there and a mile back. Most of these, like, what are you speeding for early in the morning like that? Most people don't even walk their dog that much around here. They walk them to the corner and back, and that's it. This dude walk at least an hour and some change a day, just walking. Think about hiring a dog walker. Shit, $30 a couple times a week. But I don't mind walking them. It's good exercise in general. And then after the gym, additional cardio. So, but yeah, let's talk about Devin Haney return before I get up out of here. So, yeah, apparently Devin Haney hitting at a December return. I don't know where he's fighting at. Rumors is it's in Saudi Arabia or whatever. Don't know who it'd be. We Probably he hasn't vacated his belt yet. I know he's the champion of recess. They don't waste no time They don't waste no time demoting and stripping niggas, boy. I tell you that. We get stripped and demoted the fastest. You know, they didn't waste no time stripping Charlo. You know, Terrence the only one that they giving grace to right now. And I'm surprised at that. They don't mind stripping us at all. They don't mind making us champion of recess. And they stripped Devin Haney and gave the title to a dude who's a ped offender. It's crazy. That's crazy. They gave the title to a dude who a whole ped offender. Come on, hurry up before we get hit. They gave him to a whole ped offender. So, but you know, it is what it is. But don't know who he coming back versus. Some people might say it might be Mario Barrios. That means Barrio Pacquiao got to pack it in, but also rumors that Pacquiao having money problems. I mean, how you live in the Philippines with American money, you got money problems. Who knows? You know, but that's why you got to have people you trust. And a lot of these foreigners that come over here and they trust these clear people, and these clear people, they finesse them out their money. It happened to the dude that started Top Rank with Muhammad Ali. What's the dude name? Leon Muhammad or whatever. What's the dude name? Muhammad. And Bob Arum finessed him out of his company. So, they come over here. A lot of these Africans come over here trusting the clear people, and they get finessed too. Shit, there's a lot of black Americans that get finessed the same way. Yeah. Thinking they do good business and thinking they good people, and all they do is steal money from you. And in the way they steal money from you, you can't even do nothing to them legally. Ever seen somebody launder some money and they get some couple years in jail, but they get out of jail and they still got the $1 million? For them, that's a fair trade. So for, who knows? It could be Barrios. It could be something else. It could be a soft touch on the undercard coming back. I mean, what happened to him in April and still come back in 2025, that's amazing. And he getting a lot of hate because the boxing promoters put it out there because him and Terrence Crawford is destroying their business model. Oh, I ain't got to be signed to you. I want to sit at the table. I want to negotiate on my terms. No, I want all my money going here. You're not about to just nickel and dime me. You're not going to just tell me you're going to open up these books and we're going to do business. Everybody don't have a business mindset. And most people who do got a business mindset, they had a mentor or father or they have somebody to show them the business. Most of these dudes in boxing, they don't want to learn the business. They just want to fight and get their check and go home. And then when they retire, about 3 to 5 years they retire, they cry broke because they didn't learn the business. And the promoter then took advantage and took all this money from you and stole this money from you, but you never audited the books. You never learned the business. You never learned what you was entitled to. You just did what you was told and they just gave you what they just gave you some money, and you was entitled to way more money than what you was entitled to. So anytime you don't learn the business like a boxing or sports, you get fucked over. But that's all I got, man. But ain't nobody called Tank or Boost email champions like they did Devin. Exactly. That's how they do it. That's exactly how they do it. The promoters put that shit out there. I'm telling y'all. The promoters put that shit out there. They do these fake bots and these fake X pages and Twitter pages and all that type of stuff. They do that to discourage the fighters or to turn the fans on the fighters. That's all they be doing. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing Twitter spaces too. I'm gonna pick a day a week. We're gonna do some Twitter spaces and stuff. So appreciate y'all.